guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be yet another Mandela Effect video for you guys. I love the Mandela Effect. I think it's fun and fresh, even though it is actually really old and decrepit, but you guys still really like these videos. I still like doing them. You know what? I still think it's fun and goofy, so let's go for it. All right, the first Mandela Effect I want to talk about is a flip-flop situation. I swear that we talked about how Hillary Clinton is spelt with one L and Hillary Duff spelt with two L's. I feel like I really remember this Mandela Effect, and that's what I remember the reaction being. It's that everyone remembered Hillary Duff only being spelt with one L, but it was really two L's, and it was Hillary Clinton that was spelt with one L. Well, it's flip-flopped. I was watching Gossip Girl for the first time. I've never seen Gossip Girl, which I feel like is shocking to a lot of people because it's so my vibe that I don't know why I haven't seen it yet. It's kind of disgusting by me, I'm not gonna lie. But I was seeing Hillary Duff's name because randomly Lizzie McGuire just fucking rolls in. It's spelled again with one L. I definitely remember Hillary Duff being two L's. I remember it being a Mandela Effect that people remembered it being one L, but it was two. Tell me what you guys think on that, because I actually feel like I've kind of just been doing this for so long that maybe I'm just twisted. But either way, Hillary Duff always had two L's in my universe, and now she only has one, and I'm just confused by that. And Hillary Clinton has two, which I remember her having one. I could be backwards. Let me know. All right, the next Mandela Effect comes from Toy Story. Everyone remembers the iconic line that Woody says, "There's a snake in my boot." That's like what he says when you like pull his string. He's always said, "There's a snake in my boots."
There's a snake in my boots.
Why would it be plural? Why would it be plural? I need to hear your guys' thoughts on this because this actually like really just confused me. I don't like it. All right, the next one I want to talk about is the Mississippi River. I always was told that this is the longest river in the United States. It's actually kind of the only really river I've heard of besides like the Hudson River. Like I feel like no one talks about rivers that much, but I remember the Mississippi River being the longest river of the United States. It's not. The longest river is the Missouri River. I feel like I've heard Missouri like 3 times in my life, so I'm just kind of confused by that. Like that straight up was never a thing. I swear it. Never even heard of the fucking Missouri River. Who is that? Mississippi all the way. All right, the next Mandela Effect I want to talk about is all about Blue's Clues. Everyone remembers Blue from Blue's Clues being a boy and Magenta was a girly, right? Wrong. Blue was a girl the whole time. Magenta's also a girl, so honestly, lesbians, like I'm here for it. But I think I would remember that because as a child, my parents would often like hire these people in costumes. Like it was like a Blue's Clues costume, Elmo, and I remember my mom being like, "Go take a picture with him." Like I actually probably have a home video of my mom saying, "Go take a picture with him," referring to Blue. Especially because at the time, early 2000s gender roles, 100% they're gonna make the boy blue. That's just facts. This really upset me. Some people say that they remember Magenta being a boy and Blue being a girl, but they're both girls. Personally, I remember Magenta being the girly and Blue is a boy. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that because it's kind of freaking me out. The next Mandela Effect I want to talk about comes from Full House. These are 2 Mandela Effects that I have never believed, and I think people who believe them are just dumb. Just kidding. But Full House was like one of my favorite shows as a kid. We've talked about the theory that everyone remembers apparently Joey being called Uncle Joey, which he absolutely never was. I don't remember that, and that is true. And a lot of people, when I talked about this theory, said in my comments that Nikki and Alex, aka Jesse and Becky's kids, called him Uncle Joey. Not true either. Literally no one has ever referred to him as Uncle Joey throughout the entire series. But second of all, this is crazy to me that there are people who thought this, but people remember Jesse and Danny being brothers and not like brothers-in-law. What? Like, no, he was always Pam, the mom's brother. Like, that's just like, what did you think when the episodes came where they like, where like the grandparents came and visited? Like, I just don't understand that. But let me know what you guys remember. I have a feeling the Uncle Joey thing is gonna get more people. Like, no way people actually thought Uncle Jesse and Danny were the ones who were related, right? I saw that on TikTok so much and I was like, did you guys even watch the show? And referring to the fucking Uncle Joey thing too. Did you even watch the show? The next Mandela Effect I want to talk about is Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time music video. I feel like I have such a vivid memory of her skirt being plaid, and it's always just been plain. I thought it was supposed to be like a nod to Cher from Clueless, like, because Clueless came out before the Hit Me Baby One More Time music video. And I thought that's why she was wearing a plaid skirt, was because it was like a nod to like the schoolgirl outfit like that Cher was wearing in Clueless, / it's just kind of like the general schoolgirl outfit. Apparently her skirt has always been plain. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on this because I have seen so many Halloween costumes where people are wearing a plaid skirt. And I always think Halloween costumes is the most interesting part of Mandela Effects, because when you dress up as somebody for Halloween, you are going to look at pictures of them to like reference your makeup, your hair, your outfit. It just makes no sense to me why so many people would be wearing a plaid skirt if that wasn't the case. So let me know what you guys remember. The next Mandela effect is about the Wendys logo. I always remember Wendy having braids. 100%, like little pigtail braids, Pippi Longstocking vibes. Her hair is not braided. Never been braided, it's always just been two little piggy tails. No. Like, I completely disagree with this. I actually had a whole phase before I started my weight loss journey where I would just eat Wendy's nuggets and Frosty, like, all of the time. So I know what the Wendy logo looks like. I'm familiar with her. I swear she had braids. Let me know what you guys remember though. All right, this one's for you UK girlies because I get asked a lot to talk about different UK Mandela effects or like other countries, but like really specifically the UK, I think I have a large audience there. I don't know why, but I did some research to find a Mandela effect that was like UK based, and it shook me because like I actually feel like this makes no sense and it's so crazy. But basically you guys have Walker's chips or crisps, whatever, and apparently everyone's like freaking out because they remember the salt and vinegar package being blue, cheese and onion package being green. This makes sense to me because that is how it is in America, like on literally every single chip like possible. It's like sour cream and onion is green, blue is salt and vinegar. Like that's just the way that it is, just like math is red, English is yellow, like that's just how it is. However, the Walker's salt and vinegar chips have always been in a green bag, and the cheese and onion chips have always been in a blue bag. And it has become such a Mandela effect over there that you guys are going crazy in the UK that they had to put on the Walker's website, like, we did not change the bags ever. It's always been like this. To have the company address it, I feel like is crazy. Like that means a lot of people must have remembered it a certain way, and it just isn't true. So I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. All right, the next Mandela effect I want to talk about got me. I'm not gonna lie. I am an Aquarius, so that means I like correcting people, which is so fucking annoying. Don't get me wrong, especially on song lyrics, I'll be like, that's like, I don't really do it as much anymore, but as a child I did. I always hate when people say irregardless because I'm like, that's not a fucking word. Why are you saying that? And I've corrected many people about how that's not a word. It is a word now that people use, and they were using it correctly, and I was the stupid one. Editing this, and I was like looking for a picture of just the word irregardless. Came across this Mean Girls meme. Gretchen Wieners literally says, irregardless, ex-boyfriends are just off limits to friends. It's like the rules of feminism. Like that whole quote, I remember being funny because she was saying like irregardless, and that's not a word. Like that was the joke because like she's stupid. This one's honestly just very heartbreaking to me because I just don't know how I could have been so wrong. Like I said, as an Aquarius, love correcting people when they're wrong. Hate being corrected when I'm wrong. I would like to hear your guys' memory on this and like what you think about it, because I thought this one was really interesting because I genuinely did not believe ever that irregardless was a real person word. Like I thought that people who said that were literally stupid. Turns out I'm the stupid one. So, which honestly makes sense. I mean, I believe in the Mandela effect, so. All right, the next one I want to talk about is kind of similar. Another thing where I would like to correct people on a lot. I hate when people say all of a sudden, because I'm like, it's all of the sudden. Now it sounds wrong when I say it, but apparently it's always been all of a sudden, not all of the sudden. But I say all of the sudden way more and all the time. I feel like I've gotten like the ick before, like when people say all of a sudden. In the same way, like when you get like, I don't know if other people get the ick on this, but like I get the ick when people say I could care less. instead of I couldn't care less, because if you could care less, that's insinuating that you care, at least just a little. So it kind of gives me the ick in that way. Let me know if you guys think I'm crazy on that, because I swear, when I saw this, I was like, it was never all of a sudden, obviously these people are just stupid, it's not a Mandela effect. But then I realized that I was on the other side of the Mandela effect, and I genuinely say all of the sudden, all of the time. All right, let's take it lighter, go into some movies. Dr. Dolittle. I always remember Dr. Dolittle being spelled like this, 2 O's, like it's just like a play on words because he does little, like it's just the joke. But it's always been spelled literally Doolittle. No. Like, it looks so wrong in the logo, and I feel like it's not even fun, because then it's not a play on words. You're just saying literally Dr. Dolittle. Next Mandela Effect has come up again recently, and I don't really know why, because I feel like I talked about it ages ago, but regardless, it's recircling on TikTok, so I figured I would talk about it because you guys have tagged me in it, so maybe I just have a whole new audience. I don't know. How long have you been watching my videos? Let me know. Risky Business. I always remember the Risky Business scene, and I've seen every hot girl you know has dressed up like this for Halloween at least once in their life, probably in college. What Tom Cruise is wearing in this specific scene is like a white dress shirt, but like as a dress. Well, he's not wearing it as a dress, he's just like not wearing pants, and then sunglasses. Like it's an iconic look. So not only did Tom Cruise never wear sunglasses in this scene, he also was wearing a pink shirt, which I feel like is crazy because I feel like a lot of the girlies would be like, yes, like wearing the pink shirt instead of the white one. Halloween costumes is just another example of like, how can you say that's wrong? Like, it's like you look up pictures of the freaking outfit for inspiration. What do you mean he's not wearing sunglasses? All right, the next Mandela Effect, honestly, I didn't believe it until I researched it because I was like, there's obviously no way that this could be true. To me, the phrase Debbie Downer has always existed. Apparently, this character from SNL, the Debbie Downer character, invented calling someone a Debbie Downer. My brain can't process that because, like, okay, SNL is popular, don't get me wrong, but how could it start a phrase that is so commonly said? I mean, I guess word of mouth, that's just how it goes. It's like how people say slay and like whatever, but still, that's crazy. So the phrase Debbie Downer has never existed before 2004. No one ever said that. It was just like, you would just be like, oh, you're being a downer. Never Debbie Downer. If you're older than me, or ask someone who's older than you to like clarify this, because I feel like there's no way that that phrase just like didn't exist until 2004, until this SNL character. I actually, like I said, genuinely did not believe it. When I saw this on Reddit, I was like, no, that has to be wrong. Obviously, this is fucking stupid. Once again, it was me that's the stupid one. SNL literally invented the phrase Debbie Downer. I can't even hear that phrase the same way anymore. Like, it's just so... That's so strange to me. The next Mandela Effect I want to talk about, we've talked about the missing Got Milk ads. So we've talked about how Avril Lavigne was 100,000% on a Got Milk ad. I have seen that bitch. I can picture it in my cafeteria in my elementary school. I know for a fact Avril Lavigne was on there. But I found another one who I remember having a Got Milk ad with such crystal clear memory that it actually makes me feel crazy that they never did a Got Milk ad and this picture does not exist. Allie and AJ. I swear that they had a Got Milk ad in the early 2000s and it never existed. This is scaring me at this point. Why are the Got Milk ads disappearing? What the hell? Avril Lavigne is still the one that shakes me the most because I know that bitch had a Got Milk ad. All right, the last Mandela Effect is one that shook me more than anyone has in a while. Like, I will say, Mandela Effects used to be more shocking. Obviously, we kind of got those ones out of the way, like the Berenstain Bears, the magic mirror on the wall, like that whole thing. Like, we've gotten those like core memories. So it is rare for me for like one to come up that like really throws me for a loop. This specific Mandela Effect, I know cannot be. My sister was kind of a freak as a child. She's like a doctor now, so that's cool. She was obsessed with cows. Loved them. To the point where she called herself a cowitarian, but that just meant that she ate every other meat except for cow, which would literally like not be a cowitarian. That would insinuate that you only eat cow meat, but regardless. She wouldn't eat cows because she loved them. Like, she really liked cows. She had a cow themed like fucking comforter. I don't even know I don't know where it came from now that I think about it. Why was she so into cows? I'm not sure. But of course, her favorite game on Mario Kart Wii was Moo Moo Meadows. I like actually can't believe this. I can't believe that these words are coming out of my mouth because there is no fucking way that this could be real. The cows on Mario Kart Moo Moo Meadows, which I have played probably actually 1,000 times, have nose rings. What? Literally, who is that? Who is that? Why do they have... No, that's never, ever, ever been there, and I could freaking swear it. When I saw this Mandela Effect, like, on Reddit, I genuinely thought people were talking about that they remember there being a nose ring, and, like, there's not now. I was like, bitch, there was never a nose ring. It was to my surprise when I googled it that, yes, the Moo Moo Meadows cows in Mario Kart have always had nose rings, and I just feel disturbed by this. I have never seen a goddamn nose ring on any of those cows. Please let me know what you guys remember, because if you say you remember a nose ring, I can't. Like, I actually have to go, because, like, that's insane and never happened. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Anyway, that is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below any Mandela effects that you guys might have. I love reading Mandela effects, even if they're like personal ones. Maybe I could add a little segment talking about other people's like personal Mandela effects in their lives, because that shit happens. When I notice a Mandela effect in my personal life, I'm like, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't notice that, because I can't deal with it. I feel like that would be a kind of fun segment to add to these videos, so let me know if you have any of those. But that is it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, and subscribe for new videos every week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.